Well, hello everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Today is September the 13th. Today is a big day because this is in just an hour now that the CPI numbers for USA that will be disclosed, and that is definitely gonna move the market, at least in my opinion. If you guys are new to the channel or to the stream, thank you so much for being here. If you are watching me on YouTube, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button if you like what you saw. Keep in mind that none of this is financial advice. I'm just here sharing my journey with you guys in discovering the crypto market worlds and doing some technical analysis. If at some point you have a coin that you would like us to review together, please let me know in the comment section that is below this video. Today we are going to analyze Tron TRX coin altogether. And we will start as usual with the 1 hour chart that we have here, and we are looking for some candle patterns. As you can see, I did some research before starting the video, and in the hourly charts what I can see here is a clear, at least for me, descending channel that started here, so on Sunday morning, and in which we are traveling up and down, as we can see here. And here we are getting at the top of it, so either it breaks up, which once again could happen if the CPI numbers are low, so we could see a rally which could start a new trend, or if we just hit this resistance and go back at some point in time, we might be hitting the 62-61 cent level. Maybe not 61 because 61 is pretty far away, but at least 6 cents, sorry, and 284 as we can see here. Now I am not seeing right now any other patterns in the candles that are giving us a lot of information, so I'm gonna go for bearish for this one because we're at the top of a descending channel, so this is not a good sign. This is bearish, top of descending channel. Now the exponential moving averages, the 50 and the 200. So we here formed a golden cross, which is a good thing. We are now hitting the 50 exponential moving average as a clear resistance here, as we can see, right? Which was a resistance here too, from which we were rejected, and we tested the 200 exponential moving average back there. So that's going to be for a light bearish, because once again it depends if we break above this level. If we close here clearly somewhere, I would go at the top of this candle, which is 6386, would mean that we are flipping the 50 as from a resistance to a support, would be a good sign. Although this is not what we are seeing here, because since I'm talking it is already going down. So let's go for light bearish for this one, not straight bearish but just light bearish. So 50 as 50 yen as resistance, 100 yen as support. Maybe, hopefully it will work this time. Now let's look at our Bollinger Bands. Very graphic as usual. So what can we see in the recent past. So we have been going above the Bollinger Bands on a pretty regular manner, and below not that much, but a little bit. So in here we are almost at the top of the bands, and might see some downward action. We are kind of in the middle of nowhere, so it is hard to tell, but my feelings tell me that this level here is working as a rejection point, from which we will go back. So let's go for light bearish here, top of BB as resistance. Now the relative strength index, which is here in yellow, is right now sitting at 63 point something, which is in the neutral zone, which we can see here in between those two lines. It appears to be going upward, so but we have been moving, so we have been seeing higher lows, so that's a good thing. So this is a good thing, but we have been also setting lower highs, apparently slowly, so forming some kind of triangle, converging triangle, which could means that this one, what level was this one, 63.5, we might close this candle below 63 and then go down, so might be bearish. I'm just going to put neutral, as we usually do in this kind of case, but maybe not bearish, not bit rich here. Now the MACD, which is at the bottom of my screen. So MACD is not clear right now. Why? Well, because we are in negative territory, as we can see here, but MACD line crossed the signal line from below. So this usually signals a trend reversal. It would be more positive if it was in positive territory. I'm gonna go for this one for light bullish, because we are not hitting very low values of the signal, and it might indeed be the sign of a trend reversal, so maybe the beginning of an uptrend. Now let's see what is TradingView thinking about it. So TradingView is light bullish, and everywhere, considering the moving averages, is very bullish. Okay. Now let's move to the 4-hour time frame. Now something just hit my mind last night. Would you guys be interested in a video where we backtest the TradingView advices? If this is something that interests you, please let me know in the comments. I will be more than happy to do it with you. Okay, so here, what do we got? So in the 4-hour, we have been trading here sideways, and we broke down. It is pretty erratic. This is not something we used to see. Let me see. Is this a parallel channel somewhere in between there and there? Not really. Okay, but maybe we can suppose it is. Okay, from which we broke above, so that's a good thing. Now, is this sorry, I don't have, yes, there you go. So we should be able to find the same descending channel that we found on the hourly chart, right? But on the 4-hour, we are seeing this. So I'm going to just draw it like that because it looks good to me, which could be a bull flag. So if at some point we break above it, we might see this kind of movement going upward, which would make sense if the CPI numbers are coming in lower than they were last month. So that's pretty bullish, I'd say. What are we seeing? So if I recall correctly, those three candle formation are a bearish formation because those two red candles are engulfing the green one, so that's not good. Those two did not engulf this one, so again no reversal, and this one engulfed those two prior, so yeah. I really don't know what to think about that. I'm gonna put neutral because it's really in between, because we have this bull flag here that is playing out, but also we have some bearish candle pattern at the same time. So I don't know yet which one will be the strongest, so we'll see in the next hours. Now the moving averages here. So on the forward we are but we are in a in this death cross that was here. It appears that slowly we are trying to form a golden cross. Price is apparently playing with the EMEAs. So here we have, so for example, if we have done this a few days ago, this is to me what I call a double top, which is definitely a bearish pattern, which would have predicted this, so that makes sense. Now if we see the other one around, that would be a bullish pattern, but I don't see it, unfortunately. So right now we are exactly in between those two EMEAs. So we have this support which is not that far away, and we have this resistance which gives us a little bit more air and more space to go. My take on this is that if in the next candles we are retesting this level and they work out, because we have been testing them 1, 2, almost 3 times now in a row, we might go back up, but I've got the feeling that we are not going to close green here. So let me go for light bearish. For the test of 200 exponential moving average before rebound, hopefully. Now let's look at the Bollinger Bands here. Okay, so it appears that the 4-hour charts is respecting a little bit more the Bollinger Bands, at least in the number of breakouts, or not at all. We were at the bottom here. We are trying to go up. We are in between the median and the bottom. Median worked out here. This is not an easy one, guys, huh? Let me go for same thing as before, light bearish to retest the bottom of the Bollinger Band, and then go up afterwards. So light bearish again. Okay, now the relative strength index 45. So far very neutral. We hit here, so which was at the beginning of the last weekend, a pretty high number of almost 80, but as we have seen on the other coins, on some flat-ish kind of action. So the market is definitely consolidating right now, preparing for what's gonna happen in less than 1 hour. How to say which way we're gonna go? I am not really seeing any strong formation building, so I would go for neutral, but a real neutral. Now the MACD here. So MACD in positive territory, but we have this negative trend reversal that is signal here, and the two lines are pretty parallel and pretty close to each other, so it is not drawing any kind of new trend reversal in the short term. So and the histogram here is negative, so I would go for light bearish for this one. And finally, trading view, fantastic. The three are neutrals. It is so fun. Okay, so let's go for neutral, pure neutral. This is the first time I see it. That's fun. And let's move on to the daily charts here. The daily, hello, thank you, and bye bye Japan's for now. So, all right, on the daily here we have our usual big sell-off of June, the flush out of a huge volume of coins, and since then something pretty sideways. But if we do not break this low here, this is a new low on this huge time frame. Otherwise, so oh, that's interesting. So depending on the closing of today, if we close above this level here, which is not that far away, that could be a good thing, because that means that what we earned on Friday has not been wiped out in 3 days. So that's good. That's a very good thing. Oh no, that's on Saturday actually. So that would mean that the negative movement is not strong enough to pull back the price to new lows, and we are here. So let me draw just this horizontal line here. Yes, if we watch carefully, we can see that this level here is a pretty important level for Tron, right? Because here we blocked at it, then we used it as a support, it worked here as a resistance, and we have been just traveling around this one. So we tested it, we were rejected, and then we tested, and now it's working as a resistance. We can see here the candle are not going far below. So that's interesting. Now, will this level resist and support us for a bounce, or will this go down? I don't know. It is hard to tell. And I am not seeing a lot of patterns, at least that I understand and that I know of. Nope. It's going to depend on, that is going to depend on today's candle actually. So we had this one here, but that was almost a week ago. I don't recall the name, but that's not a good thing. This is which could be shooting star, I guess, but that's bearish. So I'm gonna go for light bearish, because we see here that we are kind of a downtrend. Let's go for light bearish. I get the thing. This is not going good. Now the EMAs, yes, EMAs. Boom. Okay, so as everybody, we are in this death cross, which turned on golden cross a few days before. Oh, so unfortunate. We are close to building a golden cross, but we are not there yet. And apparently, this level, which worked as a support, is now working as a resistance, as we would expect to. But I'm going to say that this is a good target to reach in the next days. So let's go for light bullish and say that the 50 days exponential moving average as target, and hopefully we have enough momentum in the market to break above and turn this resistance as a support, and then do the same with the 200-day exponential moving average. Are the Bollinger Bands telling us the same story? Oh, kind of. If here the median works again as a support, we might try to test again the upper band of the Bollinger Bands. Yeah, that's pretty much what I can see here, because as we can see, we are playing with it for the past 5 days. So late bullish on this one. Median as support. Now the RSI. So RSI is 53, very neutral here. I don't see any kind of channel or anything painted or painting or playing out. We are setting apparently higher lows, always a good thing, I guess. This one might go down a little bit to this point here, maybe start some positive action, but I'm not very sure about that, not at all. So just gonna go for neutral for this one. I have no personal conviction. And let's bring the MACD. So MACD, okay, is in negative territory, but we have this positive trend reversal that we have seen in the hourly chart that's playing out for a few days now, so that's a good thing. How are the two lines? Lines are not that close, so that's not a good thing. If they stay parallel for a long time as they did here, could work out pretty well. Histogram is positive, okay, so could mean good thing happening. Let's go for light bullish for this one, because this is a trend reversal, right? We are in negative territory, but doesn't look like this is it's not that far in what we have known in history. We have something positive here and here. Right, let's go for light bullish. And finally, let's just check what it says here. So light bearish for TradingView. As we wrote here, it didn't change in the past few hours. And this is it, guys, for today's analysis. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please be careful, because we are gonna see definitely some huge volatility in the market in the next hours. As you know, the next 10 days or so are gonna be pretty packed with huge factors. We have today the CPI numbers, and today this is the Ethereum Edge, and next week the Federal Reserve will give us some news about the interest rate hikes that might or might not happen, and investors might be also setting up and preparing for those news incoming. So price might change very hard and very quick, so be careful with what you do. Once again, thank you so much. I wish you a great day, take care, and see you soon. Bye.